Stop calling it training. Call it what it is. Biological abuse. You think you are building a physique? You are not. You are simply traumatizing your body on a daily basis and refusing to let the wounds heal. If you took a knife and cut your arm every morning, and then picked at the scab every night so it never closed, you would be put in a mental institution. You would be diagnosed with self-harm. But because you do it with a barbell, because you do it under fluorescent lights in a gym, you call it discipline. It is not discipline. It is destruction. That alarm clock at 5 a.m. isn't waking you up to grow. It is waking you up to spike your cortisol and eat your own muscle tissue alive. Look at the reality. You are creating micro-tears, inflammation, and systemic stress every single day. The gym is a demolition site. It is a place of injury. Controlled injury, yes, but injury nonetheless. And right now, you are obsessed with the injury, but you have completely ignored the medicine. You are the guy who trains hard, eats clean, and skips the fun, yet you look exactly the same as you did 6 months ago. Maybe your joints hurt a little more. Maybe you feel a chronic, low-level exhaustion that caffeine can't fix. That is your body screaming at you. You are running a car engine in the red line without oil. You think the problem is that you aren't pressing the gas pedal hard enough? No. The problem is that the engine is melting. Here is the brutal truth regarding your routine. When you cut sleep to fit in a workout, you are not hustling. You are engaging in biological self-sabotage. You are tearing down a building that hasn't even been rebuilt from yesterday's damage. You are firing the construction crew, your hormones, your enzymes, your recovery systems, and then taking a sledgehammer to the foundation again the next morning. This isn't bodybuilding. This is a slow, methodical suicide of your potential. You are not overtraining. You are under-recovering. And until you understand that recovery is the only thing that separates an athlete from a victim, you will stay small, broken, and tired. Let's fix the damage before it is permanent. You need to understand the biological machinery you are abusing. Right now, you are driving a Ferrari off-road and wondering why the suspension is broken. There are 2 critical phases of repair that you are likely deleting from your existence. The first is deep sleep. This is the only anabolic window that matters. Forget the protein shake you chug 30 seconds after your last set. Deep sleep is the real window. During this phase, your pituitary gland releases up to 70% of your daily human growth hormone. This is the most potent muscle-building chemical in existence. It burns fat and builds tissue simultaneously. Hollywood actors pay thousands of dollars to inject this stuff. Your body produces it for free, but only if you stay in deep sleep long enough. If you cut your sleep short, or if your sleep quality is trash because of alcohol or blue light, you are literally flushing that growth hormone down the toilet. You are throwing away the very thing that makes you a man. The second phase is REM sleep, rapid eye movement. This is where the brain cleans itself. Biologically, something incredible happens called the glymphatic system. During REM, your brain cells literally shrink to allow fluid to wash through your brain tissue. It is a power wash for your mind. It clears out metabolic waste and toxic proteins. If you wake up feeling foggy, slow, and unmotivated to train, it is not because you are lazy. It is because your brain is literally intoxicated with its own waste. You are trying to operate a high-performance vehicle with sludge in the engine. This is why your willpower fails at night. This is why you crave sugar. This is why you skip the gym. Your system is toxic. You don't need motivation. You need a biological reset. So, how do we stop the self-harm? How do we stop being victims and start being architects? We need a protocol. We need strict rules. You have rules for your diet, you have rules for your lifting, but your sleep is chaos. That ends tonight. Here is the protocol I use to force my body to recover, even when life gets heavy. Rule number 1 is thermal regulation. Your body needs to drop its core temperature by about 2 to 3 degrees to initiate deep sleep. Evolutionarily, we are programmed to sleep when the earth cools. But you sleep in a room that is 72 degrees, under heavy blankets. Your body cannot cool down. It stays in a state of light, fragmented sleep. You need to make your environment hostile to heat. Set your thermostat to 67 degrees. If you can, go lower. If you wake up sweating, you have failed. The cold is a signal to your nervous system that it is safe to shut down. Embrace the cold. Rule number 2 is light architecture. This is where 90% of men fail. Melatonin is the vampire hormone. It only comes out in the dark. Light, specifically the blue spectrum light from your phone, destroys melatonin instantly. When you stare at social media until midnight, you are blasting blue light directly into your retinas. You are screaming at your ancient brain that it is noon. Your brain gets confused and delays your sleep cycle. The fix is non-negotiable. 1 hour before bed, the screens die. No phone, no laptop, no TV. Read a paper book. Talk to your partner. Sit in the dark. I don't care what you do, but you must kill the light. If you are not willing to put the phone away, you are choosing the damage. It is that simple. Rule number 3 is chemistry. I am not talking about sleeping pills. Sleeping pills are sedation, not sleep. Avoid them. Focus on the raw materials your body is deficient in. Most men are severely deficient in magnesium. Get magnesium glycinate, not oxide. Glycinate helps lower cortisol and calm the nervous system. Take it 30 minutes before bed. Combine it with zinc. This isn't magic. It is basic chemistry. It provides the building blocks for your body to turn off. And stop drinking caffeine after 2 p.m. The half-life of caffeine is 5 hours. A coffee at 5 p.m. is still in your blood at midnight. You are sabotaging tomorrow for a temporary boost today. Do the math. When you stop the abuse and start the recovery, the change is radical. You will wake up, and for the first time in years, the fog will be gone. You will get to the gym, and the weights will feel lighter. Gravity will feel different. You won't be fighting for every rep. You will be dominating them. You will realize that you don't need to starve yourself to lose fat. When your hormones are balanced, your body becomes a furnace. You burn fat while you sit. You build muscle while you rest. This is the unfair advantage. While the rest of the world is bragging about the grind and destroying themselves, you will be silently lapping them. You will be doing less, but achieving more. Tonight, you have a choice. You can continue the self-harm. You can scroll for another hour. Or you can start the process. You can become the architect. I am building a community of men who are done with the noise and ready for the logic. I want to know who is actually serious. If you are starting this tonight, if you are committing to the darkness, I want you to comment the words "protocol initiated" below. Do not comment if you aren't going to do it. I don't need your engagement. I need your execution. But if you are ready to fix your physiology, leave the comment. Turn off the lights, go to sleep.